Hey guys, so have you ever been super curious about what is the best length for your online video? Whether it's for Facebook or YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok. There are so many opportunities for you to really optimize and utilize online video, and you're probably really curious about what's the best length for each of these channels. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So to start off, I really want to open it up and share with you guys a framework that I always use when I do online video. And don't worry, it's not a super hard framework, it's simply these three pillars right here. So we got hero, we got help, and then we got hub. And typically this framework really helps because if you're really on a budget or if you have a lot of money to spend, your best bet is probably taking the time and resource to actually allocate all the money to different types of buckets for different types of content. And so for the hero type of videos, this is more kind of catered towards the brand, more large scale type of videos, which is pretty much what you would use on a homepage to really convince someone to buy a product of yours. The help videos are really there to help consumers really identify and understand, what can really help them understand your product better. So whether it's tutorials or how-to videos or how to set things up video or an unboxing video, really any kind of content and or video that would really help a consumer really understand how to learn your product better. And lastly, we have hub, and typically hub videos are anything that is not a brand related video or a help video. So it can be super fun micro clips, it can be testimonial videos from interviews from past customers that might be helpful for the person who might be just kind of curious about your product to begin with. And so laying out all your content in a 3-step process, whether you want to really focus on a hero type of video, a help type of video, or even a hub type of video, really will help you guys identify exactly which kind of videos that you want to be making, and also what kind of videos you want to be posting on different platforms such as Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, you name it. And so once you've identified which kind of videos and what kind of type of videos that you want to make, the next step in the process is really identifying exactly which kind of platforms is your main audience going to be on. And because if you know that, you can really take that content in the video format so that you can share it to those people on those channels. And so channel number 1 is probably my favorite of all, as you guys can probably tell from the bajillion videos I made on it, Facebook. So Facebook has typically been changing from years to years, and people have said shorter videos work, longer video work now, and people might be super confused about, does it really matter for Facebook? And to be quite honest, I will say that Facebook length videos do still matter, but it really depends on the type of content as well. Like if your content is super engaging from the very beginning all the way to the very end, then shorter videos might not be beneficial for you, longer videos might be better for you. Really does depend on the type of content and whether your content is really resonating with the end audience. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but basically when you guys upload a video onto Facebook now, there's going to be a prompt saying that 3 minutes is the optimal length for your videos. But there's actually no scientific background or evidence saying that Facebook algorithm actually does really well. Typically videos that only have a 1-minute duration really do well on the Facebook platform because it's shorter, snappy, and a lot of people who consume content on Facebook typically are pretty fast progressing. So having micro content that is around 45 seconds long all the way to 1 minute is probably the best duration. And so with Facebook, Instagram can be similarly applied as well. Facebook ads will always be the same as Facebook ads. So again, having it be 15 seconds long maximum is the golden winner. Instagram TV has a maximum of 10 minutes in duration, and Instagram post have a 60-second duration as well. So just to reiterate, depending on the type of content that you want to promote on these channels, whether it's hero, help, or hub, your videos can be longer, shorter, but always keep in mind that because people are on social media, you gotta understand that people want fast and easy things right away. So having content that is in the shorter form, whether it's a minute, 45 seconds, 15 seconds, is probably going to be the better bet for your dollar in any kind of advertising or organic promotion. For Twitter and for LinkedIn, Twitter currently has a 30-second maximum duration for any kind of online video on the platform. So you're probably not going to be expecting a lot of people to stay on the platform itself, which is why for online video for Twitter, you're probably in a better spot to use it as a teaser form of promotional content. For LinkedIn, currently LinkedIn has a 10-minute maximum kind of duration for any kind of online video. There is a minimum of 30 seconds, so you can't have any kind of rotating GIF or stop motion clips that are only 30 seconds long. It's got to be longer than that. But, for these two platforms, definitely being able to use them as teaser and or promotional ways to a hub library is the better way I would recommend for you guys for online video. And last but not least, we got YouTube, which is a platform that you're probably watching this video on right now. But for YouTube, definitely the more watch time that you get on a video, typically YouTube will then start to promote it to other people in different audiences. And so it's better that your videos on YouTube are longer, but you also gotta keep in mind that longer videos, shorter videos, they are hard to compare only because if your videos aren't being watched for a certain amount of time, your videos will be deemed as not great. So what is the optimal length for YouTube? And the easy answer to that is there really isn't one. And it really does depend on the watch time of a certain video. So if your videos are short, if your videos are long, it really just depends if the people are watching from start to finish and how long that can be. So if you have a shorter video and people are watching from start to finish all the way, that's great. But if you have a video that's maybe like 5 minutes long and people are only watching the first 5 seconds, then YouTube will deem that as not as a good video. So really ultimately having content that is being watched from start to finish, but longer is the better, but it's also very hard nowadays for people to watch all the way through, especially if your content is not engaging or not great. Alright guys, so that's pretty much a wrap to this week's video. If I did miss a platform and a question that you might have had about a video length for another channel that I didn't mention, be sure to leave a comment below and I'll get to you guys ASAP. And thanks so much for watching guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.